Alright, today guys, we're going to be making an engraving text tutorial. So we're going to use Autodesk Inventor to engrave text onto an object. And we're going to start off with a blank slate like that, very simple, and then we're just going to put this here. You can put any name you'd like there. So we'll talk about how to do that. We can color it however we like, and you could 3D print this if you want to make one that would be one that you want to take home as a souvenir or something. That's fine. You can do that. So let's talk about creating a new Inventor part, standard.ipt. Just like always, we open up Autodesk Inventor. The way you do that is you go back to the desktop, double-click on the eye icon, and then you'll have pulled up something that looks like, well, at some point or another, you're going to have something that looks like this. Let's see if I can get it to pull up. Okay. Something that looks like this, but you're going to have to go open a new file, so that's File, New, and then standard.ipt is already highlighted in blue. So we double click that and we're left with an empty slate here. Alright, it says now we're going to start 2D sketch. It's over in the top left, and we're going to click the XZ plane. So it's not the XY plane anymore, it's the XZ plane. Alright, so if you'll notice, your view cube over here is turned kind of funny, but that's because you clicked. It says top and it's turned to the side. That's because you clicked the XZ plane. Alright, so now we're going to go to the rectangle tool in the ribbon bar, and we're going to click on a dimension. We're going to dimension a rectangle from the origin out that's 2 by 2 inches. So I'm going to show you what I'm reading here. So we've started a Inventor part, standard.ipt. We click Start 2D Sketch, click the XZ plane, choose the rectangle tool on the ribbon bar. Now we're going to dimension the rectangle. We're going to select the dimension tool on the ribbon bar and dimension it 2 by 2 inches width and height and finish sketch. Okay, so let's see how we do that. We just click the rectangle. Now part of it's green, part of it's blue. We're going to dimension the top. I want this pulled out towards the middle. That needs to be 2. Oh, and by the way, one thing you need to double check before we do anything else. Pause just a minute, go to Tools, Document Settings, Units, and make sure you're in inches. So that's inches. Apply and close. Just like always, click the Home button. Now we're going to dimension the right side, or well, in this case it's a different side. It's 1.74025.898. I don't want that. I want 2. Click 2 and hit enter. And so now we have a 2 by 2 square. So if we click on the top, you'll see that we've got what we need there. All right. Now we click Finish Sketch. That's the green check mark in the bottom corner or the top right corner. Now we're going to extrude the sketch to 0.5 inches. So we're going to extrude just like always. It's very simple. We're just going to type in 0.5 and then hit check mark. So now I'm going to click the Home button so I can see what I'm looking at, and you should look like what's on the screen here. Okay. Alright, so we've clicked the top face of the box. We're going to do that in just a minute. We're going to add text. So it says choose the text on the ribbon bar, click the face again, and the text box will appear. So we're going to do that. So first 2D sketch, click the top face, and then click text on the ribbon bar. So let's do that now. So click the top face. You can click here if you want, just like that. You'll click to start 2D sketch, then you'll click over here on the top middle part of the ribbon here where it says fillet text point. You're going to click text, and then you're just going to drag a rectangle out just like that. Alright, so when it pulls up this dialog box, that's what this is called, in gray right here, yours might be a different color, you can start typing in whatever you want. So let's look at the second part of the page. It says choose text on the ribbon bar, click the face again, and the text box will appear. So we did that. And so that's, anyway. Alright, so we're flipping the page over. Now we're halfway through. Type your first name in the dialog box, and you can choose any font and any size, and when finished, click OK. So I'm going to go type in my name. So I'm going to type in Nathan. Alright, and so I'm going to click any font that I want. So I'll go over here where it says Tahoma. Yours might say something different. I'm going to type in Verdana. I don't know how you say that. And then I'm going to change the font to a little bit larger font. I can bold it if I want. I can italicize it. I can underline it. You can do whatever you want here. So click OK, and there's Nathan on my my box. Alright, and so now it says when finish, choose Finish Sketch, and you can drag on the text on the part to place the part anywhere you want. Then we're going to start engraving the text in a minute with the extrude button and the cut. We'll talk about that in a minute. Alright, so we're going to go click Finish Sketch. Now we're going to the Extrude button, and I'm going to highlight my name and make sure that Cut is selected, so that's the second one there. So there's Join and then Cut, so I click Cut. I click on my name, and then I go, let's click the Home button so you can see how it cuts through there. Alright? Alright, so if we go back to the sheet, it says that we need to engrave the text, so we're going to extrude the text on the ribbon bar. Choose Extrude on the ribbon bar, and then it says choose the second button, Cut, which we did already. We clicked on the text, which we did, and now it says cut at 0.3 inches. That's 3/10 of an inch. 3/10, you math guys. And then we'll change the appearance in just a second, so we can move the words around if we want to in just a second. So right here I've got it. I'll show you what I'm doing again. So extrude, then we click cut again, and this says a half an inch, 0.5 inches, or 5/10 of an inch. I want it to be 0.3, and I want it to cut, and so I click on the name, and then, or your name, yours will be different than mine, and then click check mark, and you're done with that. Okay, I'm just going to add a few things, just a couple of things, and we're going to show you what's going on. If you want to change the position of your name here, you can click rotate, select the name, and then select the center point that you want to rotate, and you can rotate your name in an angle like that if you want, any angle you want. If you want to be able to see it a little clearer, then you can just click top, and you can see how I'm doing there. But if you don't like the position of that, you can move it. Same way you did rotate, you just click the name, and then you click the base point. So I'm going to click this green point here, and just try to center it up the best you can, and then click OK, done. Click Finish. And so now, if you look at it from the home position, you can see how it's cut through, and there we go. Then we're going to add a style to it or whatever. So let's see here. I'm just going to click on something here. Alright, that looks fine. So we'll start with that, and I'll just print it off just like it looks. Alright, there it is. Print it off just like that.